Hurry up, move. Your order, it's Chubby's delivery right there for you. And don't think that they don't have cheese stuffed meatballs, sausage, and so much more. Chubby's right there for you.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, NCTV45. NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Good morning, Newcastle, and a very pleasant welcome to Friday. It's Newswatch, and a lot to cover today. If you're looking outside, it looks great. You can take a look at the sunshine, and as we have our camera here, we can give you a bird's eye view of the parking lot. Looking pretty groovy, as you're going to embark on a lot of sunshine today and a lot of warm temperatures. Currently in Newcastle and surrounding area, 57. We've lost like a few degrees as we have moved forward, but not so bad. Now, a very important happy birthday list. First of all, happy birthday to my very good friend, and I enjoyed coaching with him too. Bobby Rosano, Robert Rosano, happy birthday, however you want. Great guy. Brandy Ron Zingaro, happy birthday. Tracy and I apologize, Schiffler. Susan Stoner Bonjavingo. Sorry about that, Susan. Michael Joseph. Reggie Riggins. Joe Latsko, Sam Ganetti, Allison Jency Joseph, and Renee Magno Simpson. Happy birthday. Get that second piece of birthday cake and celebrate all weekend long. Can't say enough about that. Make sure that you do it. And, well, let's get to the top stories today. In Newcastle, PA, and the surrounding area. And let me tell you, it's been an interesting day here at NCTV45 as we've had to update, play catch up, and a whole bunch of everything. So deal with and that's the kind of day it's been. Help us deal with it. I appreciate it. As in the beginning, we had a little audio problem, but that's been since fixed. Now, here you go, and a lot going on this Friday. State Representative Aaron Bernstein announces local school district to receive Ag and Youth Grant. State Representative Aaron Bernstein, a representative from Beaver and Lawrence County. The school district located in Lawrence County will receive a grant to help students develop in agriculture, community leadership, vocational training, and peer fellowship. The Perry Lower Intermediate School in Elwood was awarded basically almost $7,500 to enhance and extend the garden at the Perry project. The project started 3 years ago in the back portion of the school. The students have augmented the space and constructed a greenhouse, and they're moving right along. So thank you, Aaron, for that great news, as it's just fantastic. Now, if you haven't heard, Pennsylvanians voted to limit the governor's powers, and it was approved by voters. Governor Tom Wolf, and this is when things get very political. If you noticed in Congress, fully vaccinated people are being asked to wear a mask. And he's one of the guys that is with Nancy Pelosi's crew. He'll try to sweet talk you like he's a moderate, but he's a liberal. Nothing wrong with that. I just say admit it. Grant funding of $1.25 million. It's supposed to help bring safer living conditions for low-income residents in Lawrence County by financing needed renovations to owner-occupied homes. Now, Chris Sonata putting this out, and here's what they go on to say. Chris Sonata said the funding under the Home Improvement Partnership Program will help some residents address code deficiencies that have prevented access to other home-related assistance programs. The challenge of the past few years have heightened the importance of having a safe, secure place called home, said Sonata. With the pandemic straining budgets everywhere, low-income residents have found it tougher than usual to make the needed repairs. In some cases, homes are facing code deficiencies that have prevented residents from addressing other important programs such as weatherization assistance. Today's funding is going to help them move forward with those repairs so they can protect their families. Now, Sonata said the grants include the following: $750,000 to the city of Newcastle to rehabilitate 18 owner-occupied homes. The administrator, the third-party provider, Lawrence County community action partners. $500,000 to Lawrence County to rehabilitate 12 owner homes with grant administration provided by the third party, LCAP. Eligibility will be owner-occupied homes deferred from the county's weatherization assistance program due to deficiency code property standouts. So, okay. And that's all I'll say on that. Back to our COVID news, and here's what's over 9.9 million vaccinations to date. 55.4% of the population received their first dose. 50% of all Pennsylvanians over 18 and older are fully vaccinated. PA ranks 9th among the first doses. There were 1,430 new cases. 1,353 patients were hospitalized. And you're leaving about 100 left. 316 patients in the intensive care unit. Given the weighted distribution, again, a lot of it out east. Governor Wolf signs renewal of the COVID-19 disaster declaration to aid in recovery. Now, without even going through this, once you put yourself in a hole the way we have, it's very difficult to come out. And I think both sides of the aisle realize this. The left side a little less. Governor Wolf signed the renewal of the disaster proclamation for the COVID-19. COVID-19 vaccinations have increased dramatically in recent weeks, and we are making progress in the fight to stop the spread of COVID-19, said Governor Wolf. As previously announced, we are lifting all mitigation measures on Memorial Day, but we need a little more help under this current disaster declaration to ensure that we do not risk valuable resources that will help Pennsylvanians recover. The disaster declaration allows for more medical professionals to administer vaccines, ensure families harmed by the financial end of the pandemic have access to healthy food, SNAP, and to ensure Pennsylvanians and businesses remain eligible for federal disaster dollars. Okay, this is one where he's right. With everything being shut down, you run the risk of not a recession, but a depression if you don't bring everybody up. You could do it a lot faster, but you got to watch it doesn't cause a skyrocketing inflation type thing. This is why this was a slippery slope, closing everything down. And I stand on what I said a year ago, that was very, very dangerous to do that. Now, the PA Department of Health, federal retail pharmacies highlight strong partnership to vaccinate Pennsylvanians. Since the vaccination efforts began, several federal pharmacies have been working to assist the vaccination of Pennsylvanians. Representatives from the following federal retail pharmacies have signed a letter of intent highlighting public and past support for and continued partnership with the Department of Health in the vaccination efforts. They are Albertsons, Acme, or Save On, American Bergen's, Good Neighbor Pharmacies, that's what they, Costco, Opson, Pennsylvania Pharmacy Network, Retail Business Services is a giant company, not giant, giant is their name, Rite Aid, Topco, Walgreens, and Walmart and Sam's Club. So that continuing on. Now, the Wolf administration, as they continue, reminds Pennsylvanians who are uninsured that COVID-19 vaccines are available at no cost and encourage Pennsylvanians who need health coverage to get it. So, with that, you get your vaccine, it stops the spread of COVID. That's the thinking. And things get better quicker. Now, Governor Wolf does remind you that those who are uninsured, that the COVID-19 vaccines are available at no cost, and encourage people who need health insurance to get covered. If you recall, through this thing, you know, there was that window when you had to sign up for the health care. That has now, when you're in a pandemic and everything's shutting down, people are losing health care. They can't afford to wait. And so that's the reminder from Governor Wolf. And this interesting. Governor Wolf, SEPA Schools calls for a bipartisan charter plan to save nearly $40 million. The governor announced that Pennsylvania school districts would save an estimated $395 million under his plan to improve the quality of charter schools and control rising costs. The governor was joined for a press conference in Pottstown High School by bipartisan legislatures and school leaders, including Art Levenwitz, president of the Pennsylvania School Boards Association. My take on this is that if you let the market control where people want to go to school, you're going to have a better setup. The Wolf administration announces more than $7 million for affordable housing in 13 counties. Butler County got $500,000 to rehabilitate houses. We already told you this. This is an example of both sides wanting to take the credit. Okay? And I can't help but this is what's really good. You've got two guys, same party, naturally they're going to be close connected, and the governor takes credit for it. Chris Sonata takes credit for it. Everybody gets credit. Yeah, $750,000 to rehabilitate 18 owner-occupied homes and 12 owner-occupied homes, and that's another $500,000. So you're looking at $1.25 billion for Lawrence County. Mercer County, you got $350,000. Sharpsville received the home funding in since 2002 for low to moderate incomes. And so Mercer, Lawrence, Butler County, all getting that money, and everybody taking the credit. Isn't that great? It's just a love fest. It becomes like crazy when you see some of this stuff going on. And now, I am a person that can't stand discrimination in any form. It's wrong. And that being said, the other thing that I hate is when people pander and try to be divisive. Governor Wolf praising the signing of the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act. He thanked federal lawmakers and President Biden for signing the Hate Crimes Act. Okay, and they talk about the rise in hate crimes against Asian and Asian African community members. But how about the hate crimes that were happening in LA against the Jewish people? Are we going to speak up about that, or do we get crickets? To me, if you don't denounce it across the board, then you're just pandering. Thank you for a pandering moment, Governor Wolf. Governor Wolf, community gun violence reduction now available. $5 million in funding to support local efforts to reduce community gun violence in Philadelphia. I'm telling you, he's the governor of Philadelphia. And other regions across the state. By the way, Philadelphia and everybody else too. Come on. Really? When it's important, I'll make mention of it. When it's not so good, I'll say that too. Now, the Wolf administration, $5 million available to expand broadband services, that's internet, in unserved or underserved communities. And I get this, because there are communities that there's no infrastructure. Expand high-speed broadband internet service in unserved or underserved areas throughout the Unserved High-Speed Broadband Funding Program. The application opens June 1st. The Commonwealth Financing Authority is to award grants to non-governmental entities which have technical, managerial, and financial expertise in design to build a high-speed broadband service infrastructure in those communities. So we've learned how important that was over this pandemic. Wow. I told you there was a lot today, folks. We're just hitting our stride here. Penndot Innovations Challenge winners, they did a challenge. and Penndot announced their winners. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation announced the team of students from Lower Moreland High, Montgomery County, are winners of the 4th annual Penndot Innovations Challenge. Now, nobody from our area was involved. And here we go with a couple more things that the Wolf administration improves access to Pennsylvania's senior food box program and encourages enrollment. Listen, on this note, it's been a pandemic. Don't be too proud. Get what you need. Russell Redding and Aging Secretary of Aging Robert Torres announced that the senior at Kings Terrace announced an increase to access the Pennsylvania's senior food box program, a supplemental program available for free to lower income seniors, giving the program a new name and removing the proof of income. So just got to kind of say that you need it. And are among some of the barriers that stop people from participating, and they've been working to remove those. Governor Wolf announces grants to be available for protecting non-game species. Department of Conservation and Natural Resources Cindy Adams-Dunn announced that Wildlife Resource Conservation Program is accepting applications for grants to protect the state's native biodiversity. Wow. So what they're doing is they're trying to protect non-game species, and that could get carried away with money. Now, that being said, Pennsylvania and the nation are celebrating National Safety Boating Week. It's May 22nd to the 28th. And here at NCTV45, we too encourage you to do these things. Always wear a life jacket. Take a boat safety course. Never boat while under the influence. Have proper registration and launch permits, and have a float plan to let someone know where you're boating and when you plan to return. All great safety tips for National Boating Week, which starts Saturday and runs through the week. So boat safely. And before we go to sports, thank you so very much. Totally appreciate it. Another increase here at NCTV45. And I thank you for your viewership and watching. Now, with all of that being said, I feel it's very important to introduce to you something that's really kind of great. And that is, and I'll put it right there, 4-Star Pizza. 4-Star Pizza, we welcome them to the NCTV45 family. I wanted to welcome them here, now, as we get ready to go to sports. It's 4-Star Pizza. And boy, don't you wish you would have had a 4-Star Pizza during last night's hockey game. Yeah. Let's go Pens. As the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-4 winners over the Islanders, they take a 2-1 lead. Let's go Pens. Would have been great to have a 4-Star Pizza for that. Or maybe you wanted a 4-Star Pizza for the Pittsburgh Pirates, who in 10 innings got a 5-4 victory. Good job, Pittsburgh. Good job, 4-Star Pizza. Now, we're going to, well, you know what? We'll let you listen to this, and then we're going to go to sports. Yes, sir. I really know, and I've been told 4-Star Pizza is to behold Stromboli's Pizza Rolls and specialties. You see, 4-Star Pizza, yes sirree, you want to go to 4-Star subs and salads, drinks, and more. Pizza and fresh baked subs, 1506 Old Butler Road, Newcastle, 724-656-9222. Out the door, go to 4-Star now. And they deliver, too. And thanks, 4-Star Pizza. And you know, today we got a special guest on the morning show. Today is National Pizza Party Day. We've been celebrating all week long. Make sure you celebrate too. Let's go to sports. We'll be right back.
Business provided funding for this program. Gatherings, town and country, and on foot.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions. The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle, 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner. Let's get to Major League Baseball. Your Pittsburgh Pirates in action down in Atlanta against the Braves. Cleveland Indians at home against the Minnesota Twins as the Twinkies come calling. Now your New York teams, the New York Mets, why they're at the Miami Marlins. And your New York Yankees, I do believe they're at home. Yankees at home against the Chicago White Sox. That is 7 o'clock start. So almost everybody's starting at 7. Your nightcap, ESPN Plus, the Seattle Mariners at the San Diego Padres. Now, as we skate on over to the NHL, and it's playoff time there. Your Friday schedule, here you go. The Washington Capitals at the Boston Bruins. Boston leads 2-1 in that series. Carolina Hurricanes at the Nashville Predators. Carolina leads 2-0. Winnipeg at Edmonton, and the Winnipeg leads 1-0. Colorado Avalanche at the St. Louis Blues, and Colorado leads 2-0. Now, over in the new adopted schedule of the NBA, here you go, one game on tap. The Memphis Grizzlies, they're taking on the Golden State Warriors, 9 o'clock on ESPN. Head over to Cedars, get some great food, and enjoy the games and a nice cold beverage. That'll be super. Now, we're going to take a time out. This was the Cedars Sports Corner. We'll be right back.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Alley's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Alley's Upper Crust. Welcome back, and you're here at NCTV45. Enjoying your Friday. Hope you're doing that as we get and glance through this day. Beautiful outside, as we've showed you. There's the Scottish Rite Cathedral, blue sky, and the sun beaming on the parking lot across the street. Thanks for tuning in, and let's talk a little bit about this weekend and the Braveheart Dinner. Now, I want you to, as I fix on our soundboard where we're at, I want you to, for a second, think about this. The doors open at 5. This celebrates people who have battled addiction and won. 5:30, Larry Kelly will be welcoming to the 4th annual Braveheart Dinner, and kind of giving you a little rundown. 5:35, Vaughn Creasy says a few words, and we move on to 5:43, the invocation, and then the dinner, and it's a great dinner. And then we're going to, after dinner, we'll talk about and recognize the special guests that will be there for the Community Service Awards. It is a great, great evening, and it's a shame if you're not there. So call, get a ticket. Call Randy Crum, 724-730-1234. Vaughn Creasy, 724-301-0978. and Dan Bailey, 724-657-7466. One of those great individuals can help you with respect to Braveheart. Saturday, May 22nd, food giveaway for 2,000 families, Cascade Galleria, Town Mall. Thanks, Linda Rupert, for making sure that came in. Don't go hungry. Make sure that you get there. And Newcastle Public Library opened, and also the bookseller. So book it on down to the bookseller. And they're open in Elwood City also, 10 to 4. They're also open at the F.D. Campbell Memorial Library, and they open at 11. So, not a bad thing to do. Get a book and read on a nice sunny day like today. And let's talk about outside. Looking great. Temperature 57 degrees. Humidity 93%. Winds are calm. 30.46 the barometric pressure. Dew point 55. And visibility 10 miles. Great looking sky. Let's go to Lawrence County 45 weather, and we'll be right back.
Easy clean car and van wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
Run it again at Lindy's Lunch. Run it again with hot dogs, fries, burgers, and much more. For the 2-point conversion, try those daily specials. Run right in and you will need a full car to score at Lindy's Lunch. Before the game, just right for lunch, or anytime. It's Lindy's Lunch. 2402 Wilmington Road, Newcastle.
The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
It was a peaceful day, don't you know? And then the volcano started to go. Out it came, delicious, you see. It was Lava Joe's. With 3 awesome flavors you can employ: signature mild, medium, and hot magma on anything you enjoy. Try some today and you will say Lava Joe's is A-OK.
GBG, green be gone, green be gone.
Hellhounds from
easy cleaned car and van wash.
Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Everyone in Newcastle has to know about it. Yes, it reminds you of when you were growing up, right in downtown Newcastle. Look at those fine lunch meats and ethnic foods. Yes, it's Joseph's.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them NCTV45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
You can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Well, folks, you weren't imagining anything. We sometimes, and I'm not sure at all why, it does it, and it goes green on us. So what I'm going to do is kind of speed you up and get you to the weather. And that's Green Be Gone, and I want to mention, and that's Big Shot Bob's. So let's go to the weather, and we're going to be doing a wrap-up after this. Hello, and welcome once again to Lawrence County 45 weather. After last night's cloudy low of 60, how is the start of your weekend, as I like to refer to? Local radar clear, and national scene, you see some cloud cover out to our west. Not really the thing that's going to affect us, as well as clearing to our southwest. So your forecast is going to look pretty good. Your Friday, after last night's partly cloudy low of 60, your Friday, sunshine in 87. Winds will be from the southwest. And Friday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 63. Now your Saturday, sunshine and 84. As we continue on with that great weather. Saturday night, partly cloudy, a low of 64. Get this one, Sunday, sunshine and 87. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 63. Your Monday, sunshine for the better part of the day, 81. And there's a slight chance of showers in the morning, but for the most part, you get away okay on Monday. No need to worry about that. But as Monday night rolls around, mostly cloudy, a low of 63, and the chance of precipitation bouncing up to 30%. Now, Tuesday, well, you got to have some rain sometime. We're going to start off with sun. Mostly sunny, 86, but here comes the rain, 50% chance of showers. And as you get to Tuesday night, partly cloudy, a low of 65, chance of showers, 50%. Your Wednesday, partly sunny, 81, chance of showers, 60%. So your Tuesday, Wednesday, the rain works in, but you go through the weekend and it's going to be just great. Now head over to BSB's, get some great food, and tell them we sent you. That was Lawrence County 45 weather, and we're going to take this break, hear from great people who would like to hear from you. Go and Sons Sales and Service, 347 East Washington Street, Newcastle, has lawnmowers of every type. Zero turn country clippers, made in the USA, 42 inch to 54 inch cut. Batteries by Oregon. They'll service at your home or their shop. Service specials start as low as $69. Call Jim Micko and Sons, 724-652-6911. Now that's going to do it for us here at NCTV45. As we made it through this Newswatch together. Make sure that you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them NCTV45. We're available anytime on your time. Now, here's our little jingle to make sure you know it.
.45, the train, anytime on your time.
Yes, NCTV45 available anytime on your time. Newcastle's community television station. Now, as you go through your day, make sure that, and I got to tell you, after that weather forecast, I'm having iced tea. Make sure you get that second cup of coffee or iced tea and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you again real soon.